anchored up at Tivat Public Harbour. Very few places you can anchor in the Bay of Kotur. This is one of them. Set off from Stradiotti Island over there. Got here about 9:30 this morning. And just one simple thing I forgot to do caused absolute chaos. What did I do? Forget to bring the dinghy closer to the stern of the boat. So as soon as I stopped, the dinghy caught up with me, and so did the towing line. And as I'm reversing, trying to set the anchor in, the towing line got wrapped around the prop. So I spent the next hour freeing it off. Luckily I didn't have to break out the dive gear. Just managed it with a snorkeling mask. Anyway, no harm done. There's Porto Montenegro. Now I'm doing this video now because it's been blazing sun all day, 36 degrees. But as you can see, getting in a bit storm clouds. There's a thunderstorm due any minute, which is good because it's cooled down a bit. It's dropped the wind a bit. It's better for filming. But Porto Montenegro, this is the new part of Tivat. Very posh. Lots of Rolex shops and designer shops, and you're not allowed to cycle through, barely even allowed to walk through, I think. But it's a bit rolly, this anchorage, as you can see, that which is why the camera's moving around so much. I'm bouncing all around the place at the moment. But the reason I've come here is because the last few days I've been having to travel from Stradiotti and anchor sort of moor my dinghy over there, and then cycle all this distance through to here, which is good for the exercise, I suppose, but not in this heat. So I've decided to anchor here, a short dinghy ride to the public quay there. All good. There's another dinghy landing spot over there. So I'll just wait for this thunderstorm to arrive. I don't think it is. It's directly over me now, the storm clouds. Even though the lightning app says it's going to happen. But nothing as yet. Fishing excursions. In Porto Montenegro, looking at all these boats for rent. These are not cheap. Okay, just been ashore to pay my tourist tax for this area, which is the other side of Porto Montenegro. This time I had to pay. When I was in Bar, I didn't have to pay. So when I asked the question, they said, good for Bar. Okay, fair enough. So it's cost me 11 euros for a month in Tivat. And if I go to Kotur around the corner, I'll have to pay it again. Mind you, that's on a daily rate, because I'm not going to be in Kotur for a month. Anyhow, so this is the dinghy dock, which is not too far from Gypsy, which is, there she is. So it literally takes about 3 minutes to motor over there. Park next to the tourist boats. There's usually a couple of water taxis that moor here as well. So yeah, it's pretty good. So I've decided to move from Tivat Harbour, which was a little bit busy, and it was very similar to the anchorage it was like the previous few days, with just lots of jet skis and speedboats buzzing about. But here, it's great. It's like a big lake down in the southern corner, not far from the previous anchorage I was at before, Tivat Harbour. So, and it's also close to Airport Marina, which is where I'm going to go in a couple of tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to set off for Airport Marina, which is then getting ready for me to fly home. The anchorage is not far from the shore. These are all private residences. That's where I was over there, in that distance there. That's where I was last week. And there's the entrance, or the channel to Tivat Harbour. So I came through there a couple of days ago. And of course, here is quite a few boats. And a few of them are either British or Australian or New Zealanders. So they're all English speaking, which is good. However, word's got around that I'm a mechanic. So that boat there in front of me, I won't give any names, bless them, they're a smashing couple. But I do feel sorry for someone if their anchor windlass, the anchor winch, or we call it windlasses, doesn't work. There's already a couple of guys on trying to figure it out. So I said, go on, tell me what the problem is. Well, it won't work, it's just clicking. Okay. But we took the back cover off, there's loads of black dust. I said, say them up. So I took the brushes out of the motor at the back, cleaned them up, and they were badly worn and all bits missing off the end. But I cleaned them up as best I could. Anyway, I got it working. So I was very grateful. There was another boat that arrived in Tivat a few days ago with 3 ladies on board and 1 man. And there 2 toilets on board, and none of the toilets worked. And they were in a bit of a dire state. So that was really an icky job. And what happened was the holding tank on one of the toilets had blocked up at the outlet. So I had to free that off, and it was everywhere. It was disgusting. But I got the manual toilet working, but then they had an electric toilet. And the motor had gone. So I took the motor off, and I'm going to try and see if I can find a new motor for it. They're quite expensive. They're about 200 quid just for the motors. So I'm just having a chill day. I've been polishing the boat on the port side as well. And I'm just going to do the starboard side today. A couple of folk there in on the lilos. It's just like one big swimming pool. It's great. So just to give you an idea where I am, I'm the blue dot. And this is the previous anchorage I was at last week, Stradioti. And of course this is Tivat Harbour. And there's the channel I went through. And Airport Marine is just here, so just to give you an idea whereabouts I am. Okay, so I've just got my ticket from Podgorica bus station to go to the airport, but it doesn't go directly to the airport. I have to, it drops me off at a roundabout about a kilometre away, and I've got to walk the rest of the way. Montenegro, fantastic, what a place. Okay, so the nearest bus stop to the airport is 2 kilometres away at a roundabout. There's not really a bus stop, just that the bus driver said, I'll drop you off here if you want, it's the nearest place you can get to the airport with a bus. Oh, nice little train here. Didn't know there's any trains. Oh yeah, there is a train service in Montenegro, I forgot about that. It doesn't go to many places. Here it is. Cool. That's the airport in the distance. You see the that thing, you usually see them at airports, that round globe thing on a stick. Don't know what it's called. Finally, Podgorica Airport. Everybody's sat in the shade. Just got to try and find arrivals. Not arrivals, departures. Oh, I think it's over there at the far side. Phew. Landed at 10 PM on a Friday night. Sat on the tarmac at Manchester Airport for 2 hours. And it was 2 hours late taking off. So well late. Anyway, I'm walking to the Airbnb, which is only 1.5k. This is the same way I walked. That's the train station down there. I just hope I don't get bloody run over. Right, this will do. Got Wi-Fi, little kitchenette, single beds, the aircon's on, and a decent shower. That's all I need. walking around Budva at night, look at the forest fires caused by lightning during the day. But there's not much vegetation up there, or trees or anything, so they're just going to burn out. Right, so this is MSC cruise liner manoeuvring in the bay. MSC Larica it's called. He's chucking his back end out, getting a bit close to me. This should be interesting. Come on, start going forward if you won't mind. Oh yeah, he's going forward now. Okay, on me day 3 in Kotur. Not really been around the town much. Mainly due to carrying out boat repairs for both myself and other people. So I think this afternoon I might get a chance for a bit of a walk around. Hear the church bells going. There was wildfires again up there last night, so I'm just going to help this boat dock. What I've been carrying out repairs from wasn't really successful. Trying to repair an electric toilet and burnt the motor out, but hey ho, can't have everything.